Good day everybody, Assalamu alaikum, welcome to the hobby pottery shop again. It's been a long time since I posted anything because I haven't really felt for it, and also I've been in a kind of a 3 times 40 days chilla. It's just a semi-retreat from the world. It's been nice, but today is the last day. I don't know, in these corona pandemic times, I don't think it makes much difference if you're in a retreat or if you're just living your normal day of life. But I guess it's more of a mental thing. I've been, I don't know if you can see on the shelf here, I've been doing a few things. Mostly, some plates, some bowls, deep plates, bowls, a lot of tea bowls. Flask, some GP bowls, some I don't know what to call bowls, and I'm just playing around. I really enjoy mostly just to make these kind of tea bowls where I cut into the clay and then expand it. So I think I'm gonna do a few of those today probably. So we'll see how that goes. In Sweden, sun goes down at 3:30 in the afternoon, and sunrise is around 8:30. So it's mostly dark, feeling kind of gloomy. I'm glad I have this place with the good light and happy clay around me. That saves my day, I think. Well, I'm gonna start, this will be a long video, so it's only for maybe 1 or 2 of you who enjoys watching these things. I will start with preparing some clay, and then we'll see what I do here on the wheel. I would like to make some regular dinner plates, but they're so darn hard to make. I tried a couple of days ago and it just didn't work, so I'm not gonna do it yet. I need to work up some courage to do it, I think. Really, plates are the most difficult thing, I think, to do. So it might be some tea bowls today, we'll see. So, enjoy. Yes. I would like to turn on some music, but you can't play music on YouTube. But I really want to hear some sitar music right now. But that's not possible. I don't know if you can see it. Maybe like this. Yeah, there we go. Get some clay. Here's 10 kilos of pretty much normal purpose white stoneware clay with some chamot in it. I don't really like the chamot actually, but I have it here, might as well use it. Of course, I need to wedge the clay first. So that it will be in good mood for being thrown. If you don't wedge the clay really doesn't want to do anything anymore. So start by just making a loaf of bread like this, sort of. It softens it up a little bit and makes it like a sausage or a loaf or bread or whatever, and then I'll start wedging, spiral wedging it. My daughter just made some saffron rolls today. Lussebullar in Swedish. So I guess she did sort of the same thing with her dough, like I'm doing here with this clay body. You know, when you learn something, how to technically do something that in the beginning is really hard, it's very satisfying. Like this, what I'm doing right now. It took me several weeks to learn it, a year and a half ago. It was just impossible to do it. But now, it's almost like second nature. It feels really good. See the spiral? Spiral. Another one of those natural God-given shapes that you find pretty much everywhere in the world and in the universe. So spiral wedging clay is very primal, very close to life. I don't know, this maybe is 4.5 kilos, maybe 5. So I think I'm gonna make smaller, or I guess regular size coffee cups in the tea bowl fashion, the way I usually make tea bowls. For a normal tea bowl, I usually use 500 to 700 grams of clay. So maybe this one we'll use 400 grams of clay. So my plan is to make a series of coffee cups for all this clay, around 375 to 400 grams each, all unique and individual, because that's the only way I know how to do it. It's so frustrating to try to make exact or similar shape to repeat it so many times. Of course, that's the sign that you're a real potter when you can do that. But I'm not a real potter. I'm just a hobby potter. And I tried sometimes just to sit and make several pots just the same, but it's so frustrating. And in these dark times that we live in, I want to do something that makes me happy. So a friend of mine, he just gave me some kefir seeds that put in milk, put in a not airtight, but a jar with some cloth over it in the cupboard in room temperature for 1 to 2 days, and that makes kefir yogurt. And it's supposed to be a lot of serotonin in that, or it I don't know if there's serotonin in it, but it helps your body, if you eat that, to create serotonin. And of course the serotonin is what makes us a bit happier. So I'm glad I got that, because I cannot in these dark days unfortunately be happy all by myself. I need some aid to the happiness, I guess. So I can recommend that highly. Filmjölk, sour milk, kefir, kombucha, very good ways to get serotonin level to rise. There we go. Make this a bit thinner so it corresponds to when I cut it. This is it's about the right size. Scale. $375 I think is good. No, 400. So I think I got. Oh, it's too much. 507. There we go. So I just make some balls of them. Then I'll store them in a plastic bag so they don't have time to dry. They don't dry a lot, but they dry just enough, maybe like half an hour to make it noticeably more difficult to throw. A little bit more. I try not to make any air pockets in when I do this. It's a pain when there's air in the clay and you can't pop them when you throw a few of those. I don't know if it's my last firing because I think I missed some air pockets in those. So try not to do that again. Air. Need to wedge it better next time. So quite a few of my friends here have been sick with the COVID now. I still haven't. I try to use a mask model amongst people, not that it will protect me, the bearer, but it will protect my surroundings, since you never know if you have COVID or not. But I'll tell you, here in Sweden, hardly no one wears a mask, because the Swedish health authorities have said that they don't think it's scientifically proven that it helps. So, contrary to most of the world's scientists, they don't. But I feel that it does protect others, not myself. Should also probably wear a mask, not for corona purposes, but for this. There's a lot of dust in here in the studio sometimes, and I feel it at evenings. I cough quite a bit actually. I think I'm exposed sometimes to too much dust. always forget. It's not very comfortable to work with them. Last one. Oh, yeah. This one. There we go. This is leftover. Back in the bag. There we go. So let's see. Turn the wheel on. That was not in the main, was it? So, start centering. I press down here so the clay gets stuck to the wheel, and then this hand I push in so it doesn't expand. Okay. And then I raise it. I like doing this because the clay gets more conformed. I don't know if that's the right word. Consistent, yes. So my plan is to have a sort of a narrow base. And open it up. I'm going to have a foot on it, so I'm going to leave quite a bit of clay in the bottom. I like feet on cups, and I don't like handles. I don't know why. Just don't. I like to get close to my pottery when I'm using them. So now I compress the bottom here a little bit now. And water. See, when it's chamot in the clay, it dries so quickly. You have to apply more water all the time. I really don't like that. Compress the rim, future rim. Narrow the foot. second pool here. Personally, I'm not chasing, but I'm trying to find the soul of each pot. It's easier said than done, isn't it? But I believe there is a soul to everything. I mean, not like a human soul or animal soul. Or the thingness of the thing I'm trying to find. The thingness of the pot. So we'll see if we'll see the thingness of this pot or not. I really enjoy to make marks on the clay when it's wet, or even when it's dry when I'm trimming it. It's almost like an OCD for me. I can't leave it alone. It's so enjoyable to make the marks. It's typical human to put their mark on everything, isn't it? So my plan now is to do something with this surface here and then expand it and see what happens. I've been playing a lot with the needle and just scoring it. Like so. Now I'll try to expand this. Try to make it a little bit bigger. Now, since the foot is quite narrow, the pot will easily get out of center because there's not much holding it to the wheel. I have to be sort of careful. But first I want to make the bottom of the cup nice and smooth and round and enjoyable. And compressing it further. Oops, hit it there. Typical. So we can fix it. Some water in. My finger will get stuck to the wall and it will bend it out of shape. So I'm just using the very tip of my finger, pushing out. I want to create as little drag as possible. This foot will be trimmed afterwards, but I like to make it as close to as I wanted, so I don't need to trim so much. I have so much dry trimmings of clay. I probably have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 big buckets of just dry clay that I need to soak in water and make to throwable clay again. But it's not very enjoyable to do that, so I've been putting it off. There. Expand it just a little bit more. There we go. I'm happy with this form. I don't know if I found the soul in it, but I sort of like it a lot. Cut it with a twisted wire. Actually, I'm gonna do as I usually do. I'll burn it a little bit with the gas so that when I pick it off, it won't be so deformed. Plus it's quite chilly in this pottery studio here, so the gas flame actually keeps it a bit warmer here. Put it on a, what do you call it, board, let it dry. Ta-da! It would be nice when I trim the foot. Alright, second try. Oh, how many I got? 10, 11, 12 maybe? Bismillah. I like centering actually. Not so much in the beginning when I hadn't quite figured out how to do it, but now I really enjoy it. Open it up. Expanding it a little bit. Feel the clay gripping as soon as it gets dry. Pulling is very soothing to do. Just follow the clay, press in, press out, depending on where you want the clay to go. In the end, I make it sort of like a bit sharper up here, so it feels better to the lips touching it. Try to make pretty much evenly thick. Press the bottom a little bit again. Then get the slur off. Using this metal rib. And then I can score it again. I'll use this needle again, maybe in a different way now. Try this. Oops, too deep there maybe. I'll see if it survives. Alright, widen the cup. the chamois, the leather, compress and smoothen the rim. Let go easy. And pretty much done. I'm gonna trim the foot a bit here. And a good old burner. Getting warm in here now. Maybe I should expand it just a touch more. Oh, it's hot. By just burning it that short time, the clay is, I would say, 5 times more sturdy, maybe 10 times more sturdy than before. Apple surface. So, 2 friends. Dry there. Oh, an air bubble. See if I can pop that without destroying it. Okay, so this one I'm gonna make different. I'm gonna make the markings with my fingers. I think on this one. So on the inside, I put my finger down and press it out, and on the outside I press in and then lift it. Now I put my nail in to make this pattern. I have a mirror so I can see the silhouette of the piece. There. Time to heat up the room again. So let's try to make a friend of that one. The theme here is starting to shape to become a theme of pears. When I'm lifting, I can't breathe. I have to hold my breath. I have to remember how I did the last one. each couple, the individuals are different. So, same with these pots. Try to put the sludge or slip or wet clay in one place so I don't fill this bucket with clay too quickly. Oh, they're friends. I pulled that too much, too quick. I always want to pull it quick so I don't have to make so many pulls, but it's out of shape because it gets too dry. It's not really a good thing to do. You should go easy. This is a really crappy roll. I saved it. Oops. What to do with this one? Resort to the good old needle here again. See what that does. I dry it off so when I cut it, it won't get stuck to the wheel. So when the glaze hits these deep grooves, it will build up and make different shades. I think it's like that. I can feel some air bubbles in this one. I know I have to wedge the clay better than I do, but then when I'm wedging, it's boring, so I stop before it's done. I like to have the wheel going a bit slower when I do the final centering. I don't like to have the wheel very quick anytime. It's very stressing when the wheel turns quick. Now I'm not gonna pull as hard as I did on the last one. I can imagine the first guy who found out that you could, or girl, that could find out that you could throw clay. That must have been a beautiful experience. It's oddly satisfying to do this. Any of my friends out there who's watching, just call me if you want to try this. You're welcome to my house and try. make a friend of the other one that is not the same. Mm-hmm. See if this works. Maybe like that. Sort of. I can't have wet hands when I move it, so I scrape them off. Yeah, sort of. All right, I can make 2 more pairs. Then it's it. So 4, 10 to get total if they all survive. it's good to open up in a V, because that compresses the clay and it doesn't get off center as easy. If you just push, make the hole like this, it will start wobbling and it won't be compressed. Okay, so this pair will be the turning Sufi shape, maybe. It is the whirling dervishes with their big skirt and their hands up in the air. Little dance here also in the waist. Like so. These are oddly satisfying to handle when you drink from them. The trick is to make the next one sort of similar. So all my things are for sale at my webpage, maxdahlstrand.se, and if no one buys them, I have to give them away for free, so please buy them. There's a monster air bubble here. I can find it again. 2. Just pop them with the needle. I hope they turn. They pop. Well, if there's an air bubble in the clay when you burn it, when the air gets hot in the oven, it expands. And if it's got nowhere to go, if it's within a bubble in the clay, the whole clay either blows up and you can tell there's a big air bubble, or more commonly it just explodes. And this one, didn't really get the same shape. See if I can fix it. Yeah, almost. The second one in the pair is not as fun as the first. Yeah, well, there are a couple. Okay, so 2 more here now. What kind of shape should I make? Maybe an upside down triangle. Oh, I need to learn how to breathe when I make this. Don't get in here. Make it more fun for me. That's funky. I think I made that one before. I won't be able to reproduce this form, I don't think. It'll be a cup for a lonesome ranger. I need to do something more though. Don't know what, maybe. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, a bit like that. Let's see if I can duplicate this one. That would be interesting. And then the last one. How did I do it now? I'll start with this one, I think. Sort of, but not really. But pretty okay. Now I come to the sad part where I've used up all the clay lumps. Only to look forward for them tomorrow when to trim them when they're leather hard. Yeah. So I'll show you the stuff I made this week. They are inspired by the forest. Some of them at least. As you can see, I cannot keep myself from carving into the pot. This one I really like. Quite deep cuts. Almost went through the clay but didn't. It's a bigger bowl and a few funky bowls. And here are today's work. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Here's the studio 360. You know, when you're on the potter's wheel all the time, your head starts to turn around. I noticed when I was watching TV last night, my head was still like doing this. It's quite fun. Take care. Assalamu alaikum. Rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.